Get into the performances next.
Yeah, we got to get into the BET Awards
now
themselves.
We can talk.
Yeah.
All right, so it started off with Meg. She was the opening act.
Did you see that?
I did.
I think she did a good job.
I think she did.
It wasn't bad, but it felt like she was tired a little bit.
But you just keep in mind, she just got off a tour.
She's still on tour. That's what I'm saying.
I thought they ended their tour on the 21st.
No, I think they still have some more dates because she got to do Atlanta again, and then she also opened up some dates. Remember, we talked about the cancellation.
So she added some more dates.
She added some more in Texas too.
Okay.
She canceled her European tour.
Okay.
People were saying it's just been some spots, some countries. So I don't know because we did talk about the tour being canceled. But they did. I will say this: they did open up some more dates in Texas, which to me feels like okay, maybe we couldn't sell them dates. Let's go back to our home base and try to collect what we can there. So I will say it is interesting about what's been going on with that. But it did feel like to me like she was a little gassed a little bit.
I want to sit there and say, in all retrospect, for one, like I said, for me doing it 2014, it's hot as hell on them stage with the lights.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
And again, she just got off a tour, but I'm gonna sit here and say she looked amazing.
Yeah, she looked like an athlete up
She
there.
did a really phenomenal job.
She has been getting on her fitness, honestly.
They tried to put the O on her. The Ozempic?
Nah,
I
you
think
can tell by like
that's workout.
Yeah,
that's
the way
workout.
the breath control that she has now versus
that cut in her thigh right there she had that's not manufactured that way.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy that. Then they went to Taraji trying to do the Kendrick thing. To me, I don't feel like they put her in her best element at all. That the whole night, honestly.
I didn't like her hosting a lot.
So you know what the thing is, right? I get right now why they choosing Taraji.
I was excited when I saw her.
She apologized to Oprah.
I don't know what. Listen, I'm one of those people. If I say that, I stand on it. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. But I kind of want them to go back to when Monique did it. I think
that was the best host of the BET Awards was Monique.
But Monique was the best to me. I think that moment was so iconic
when she did Crazy in Love, like the whole Beyonce moment.
But
I think they were trying to recreate that probably.
But you can't, because let me tell you why.
It's not as
Let me
good.
tell you the thing right now. This culture of music. I'm 36, right? So being 36, I've seen. I'm a music fan. So like I've seen hip hop, I've seen love, I've seen R&B, I've seen all of it all, and I feel like now we in a time where everybody just want to shake their ass and do all this like hood round the way.
And that was very apparent on the BET Awards in 2024. It was a lot of ass shaking on stage.
Yeah, and I feel like
a lot of it.
And I feel like that's what the culture is, and I think that's why it don't come off authentic with her, because that's not really to Taraji. Taraji give you pretty lady, cunty. I think she give you. And I can get with it.
I feel like she gives you like raw too. She's very like genuine, down to earth. I feel like that's why we've loved her for so long. Like she was famous to black people before she was famous in general for mad long. We've
agree.
loved her for a very long time. I was mad excited when I saw Taraji. I think they should have had her like be
Taraji
herself more. Yeah, I think this was.
It didn't feel like she was in her element.
I agree with Fresher. She was outside of her element. She didn't know a lot of the lyrics to like what she. It was too rushed. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the Keith Lee thing too a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So there was a little situation where
there was some drama.
But to her defense, I don't think she knows. She don't got a restaurant.
Let me tell the people what happened, and then we can get into it. So what happened was she was introducing an award, well, not an award, but a rose. She was giving out roses.
Yeah.
And she was supposed to be giving
it
to Keith Lee. But she didn't recognize that she was actually with Jordan. What is it, Belmont?
Jordan something.
Yeah. So he's also
the guy that does the stuff with Method Man.
Yeah,
sometimes.
he looks like he's also a social media guy. So she ended up giving the rose to him incorrectly. She tries to clean it up. Keith Lee then does a post and delete of him throwing the rose on the ground.
Dramatic.
He gets into his car. He tells everybody what he was upset about. Which he said he wasn't really mad at Taraji. He was mad at the whole production on them not informing her who he was. She then comes out and says, "Hey, you wasn't in your right seat." But y'all gotta understand, this nigga is a UFC fighter. He's probably on edge all the time. I gotta say,
a UFC fighter.
Keith Lee used to be a
UFC fighter.
Yeah,
that explains a lot.
So
I know that.
I got to be on
His
the edge.
well.
That's why he got to be at the exit row. I can't be in the middle. They wanted him to be in between in the seat. I can't do that. I'm crazy. I got shit going on in my head. Niggas might be trying to come anywhere at me. So I understand. She knows me. When we go into anywhere, I'm already 10
head
steps
on a
ahead
swivel
of
all the
what
time.
can happen.
So let's keep that real. That's not no USC situation. That's
a man with his wife.
I'm gonna be politically correct because I don't want to say it's gonna be a mass of people watching this. That's a black man in poverty situation because we all do that. I do that now. I gotta sit to my back against the wall or sit. That's just a people from poverty situation. Let's say
It's
that
PTSD trauma a little bit.
But
So yeah, I'm pretty sure they told him to sit right there. He said, "No, I'm not sitting right there."
But for the fact being, one, if that was the case, then you should have had your PR people hit them up from the jump and say, "Hey, these are my requirements if I'm going to attend." Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just that. Secondly, far as him throwing the rolls, I still felt like you know what type of backlash you're gonna get from doing that. So why would you even do it? So you wanted that attention to now have to now have more of a subject to talk about because you can't just say, "Oh, she got the wrong person," because then you would look like you mad.
Yeah.
So you need.
But I think he was though. It was
he
very clear.
He was definitely mad.
He was, but that was the reason. But that was the reason to film that and then do that to now have more of a subject to say, "Oh, I'm not mad with her, but now I need to get off my chest."
And I didn't like y'all people who were saying, "Nigga, all you do is eat in your car." That's not right. Don't do that. Y'all some real haters.
Small businesses.
That was some real hating ass shit y'all niggas was doing.
But you can't knock the fact that he built a career off of eating in his car.
Yeah, but he also doing more than that.
He does more than that now.
But in the beginning of building his career, that's what he did.
But I seen a lot of people
technically in the beginning of his career, he was making Ronnie meals while she was pregnant. That's when I started following Keith. I started following Keith before he started reviewing food. So he was just a nice man who was making food in his kitchen, and then he got like several thousands of followers from that, and then he started reviewing food after he started making the food. But he was making good food.
What made him famous? What gave him the reviews?
Reviews.
All right, so that's what you known for. You can't get mad when people say such things.
But niggas was trying to act like he shouldn't ask for respect. And that's why I didn't like. And that's what it
But
because he's at a certain
timeout. Pause. Let's keep this
okay. Wake it up.
Because I feel like we be acting like as if people has put in time to sit there and say that they need this respect. Like earlier how you said like I need to give myself more credit. I don't feel like I put that time in yet because I haven't done like Keith. Yeah, he's famous for giving his views, but it's
always like the Keith didn't have the city going crazy.
He did, but he had a city going crazy because he felt like whatever he gave his reviews and he felt like it came off negative. Yes, but at the same token, it ain't like he's done something so powerful where it really changed the culture.
I mean, food culture was so different.
He has positively changed a lot of folks who was
about to stop ending their businesses. I don't know. It could be staged. It could be manufactured.
I don't think it is. He's positively changed a lot of people's businesses. I'm
not going to discredit him, but I'm not going to sit here and say we gotta give him respect.
Okay, so I'm
gonna sit here and say like I'm gonna acknowledge you. I'm gonna acknowledge that your videos is fun and cute and whatever. But I'm not gonna sit here and say like you haven't done nothing really for the culture. You give. I
don't feel like that's fair though, because they wouldn't have asked him to come if he didn't do nothing.
I think he has done something.
No, you nowadays they asking people who getting views off of shaking their ass just to be anything.
That is also true.
You know what I'm saying? You go viral.
The impact though, but come on, we in a city that felt it.
I love Doja Cat. She's made a big career, but let's be real. Doja Cat made herself famous in the beginning of her career by being on TikTok, Instagram, being moo, I'm a cow. Exactly. That shit is not really art. Let's keep it a buck.
No, that was just her having a little fun.
But that's what made her famous. And then next week you see her sitting at the BET Awards and all these shows and stuff like that. So let's be real. What happens in today's time and climate is we giving out flowers and credit to people who haven't really put that much time and work and ethic in.
I ain't gonna do that to you, Keith Lee.
I love that you don't do it. I will, but I'm not gonna discredit that what he's doing now. But to be honest, I don't think he's done nothing for the culture. Okay. You give your opinion.
I feel like he's gone to several different states and he's uplifted a lot of small black businesses. And these businesses have come out months later and said that like they haven't closed because of him, and they've been making more money because he keeps people's lights on. And I think that is very commendable that he's helping the little people. And even if
But what about the people when he go back and say, well, they did this, that, and the third, that's in the negative now. Now they sit here, people are like, well, we don't go over here.
Well, if you don't have good customer service and you don't have good food.
But again,
because also, if you consistently watch his videos, like his ratings, I feel like it's very fair. Like he'll tell you if the food is good, but the service was bad. He'll tell you if the service was bad, but the food is good. He doesn't disparage anybody for real. He'll be like, they could have, I had to wait an hour and a half for this. That's crazy.
But if you coming on a Saturday,
have to be honest.
But let's be real. Okay, let's. Okay, so this, I gotta say this, right?
If you coming on a Saturday,
I'm not discrediting.
Let's talk about Atlanta.
Exactly.
When he was here.
I'm not discrediting.
Because for a fact that there's mad places you can't call and get a reservation. You just gotta stand your black ass.
Hope you get a seat.
Outside in the sun. Hope you get a seat. You gotta pay $45 for valet parking. And then when you get inside, it's $22 for a drink.
Then your wife gonna get 2 of them.
And then it takes 45 minutes for the food to get to your thing anyways. You can't hear nothing because there's music blasting all over the place. This restaurant was not opened by someone who had a passion for food. This restaurant was opened by someone who had a passion for money. And a lot of people in Atlanta have a passion for money. We have a hustle culture here.
I totally
and I think that's the problem
with you. But at the same token, those never my experiences.
I've had those experiences.
I haven't, so I can't.
I just don't go to the hookah DJ no reservation places anymore.
Me neither.
If you're not on Resi, you're not seeing me.
Hezzy.
If you're not on Open Table, you're not seeing me.
So that's how I don't. So that's why I could probably say I can't speak that. And again, I don't want y'all to think I'm discrediting him for what he's doing. What I'm saying is I don't feel that I have to feel like we have to give anybody respect that has. You're still fresh in this industry. He's been doing it 2 years now.
He's not even really in this industry for real. Like he's reviewing food.
He's in media.
Yeah, so he's
TikTok
a food.
He's like,
personality.
he's an influencer and stuff. But like,
But he's using his influence to be a food critic.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. You're right.
So
Yeah,
he's a food. So
I mean, and he, like I said,
Yeah.
UFC fighter. You're slick entertainer. still.
Yeah.
So he's still
Semantics. I'm
new to
doing
his industry.
semantics.
So it's still growing. I'm not discrediting him, but I'm still sitting here and saying I don't feel like I owe you respect. I like what you do, but I still don't feel like I owe you that yet.
Telling that nigga get out his car, then that's what you're saying. Get out the whip.
You got to go in there and really fill it out because if you ever hear the stories,
Yeah, he's filling the whip.
always saying I'm sending this person and I'm sending that person in. You go in there and
No, he can't go in there. He has to be impartial.
It's nowadays
because they gonna make the food better because they
people
know
still
it's
wear
Keith Lee.
masks nowadays. He could still go in there and put a mask on. And
I wouldn't know that was Keith Lee.
figure it
But that's because I've been following that
listen,
man for like 6 years.
Listen, he can go figure it out.
Okay, so